Hello and welcome to Tax Talk Tuesday. Today is Tuesday, April the 15th, 2025, and it is the last day of the filing season. Now, if you have not prepared your return and you owe a balance, then the Internal Revenue Service will charge you a failure to file penalty once you file that return if you have not filed an extension of time. So today I am going to show you how to request an extension of time to file your return. A couple things I want you to keep in mind. One, that an extension of time to file is not an extension of time to pay. So please figure out what your balance is and make a payment before midnight today so that you do not incur the failure to pay penalty. Now, if you file your return late and you do not have an extension in place, you will incur what's called the failure to file penalty. That is one of the stiffest penalties that the Internal Revenue Service issues, and it is completely avoidable if you just file the extension of time to file. Now, you can file that request. If you're going to file it by paper, you can file it on the form 4868, or you can file it electronically. I'm going to show you a couple different ways to file it electronically today. So let's get to it. We are going to begin our research at irs.gov. In the search engine, we've placed the words extension. And as you can see also from the home page, there is the get an extension option. So let's just go ahead and use the search engine. And we see that it brings us to this page, which gives us extension of time to file your tax return, extension form for individuals, and get an extension to file your tax return. So there are a number of options here, and we are going to take a step back to the home page, and then we're going to use the get an extension. Now, I will show you that when you use the extension in the search engine, it takes you to the exact same page that this option or the option from the home page takes you to. So if you need more time to file your taxes, you can request an extension of the filing due date. This will give you until October the 15th. So the normal filing deadline is April the 15th. When you file an extension, it gives you until October the 15th. Now, there are three ways to get your extension. One, you can pay online. So if you already know that you owe, you have to pay online. And when you use this option, you can tell the system that you want an extension at that time. You can use IRS Free File, and there are no income limits to use the IRS Free File. Any of the software there will allow you to request an extension, and there is absolutely no cost. And then you can request an extension by mail. So what you have to do is complete the form 4868 to request your extension. And this is what the form looks like right here. It's just a few sheets, and it comes with instructions when you first look at the form. Now, I do want to draw your attention to the words application for automatic extension of time to file U.S. individual income tax return. I want you to understand that this extension is automatic as long as you file it by the due date of the return, or you have it postmarked by the due date of the return. So you will automatically get this extension if you just file this form either electronically or if you file this paper form. So either one of those will get you the extension. But here's the deal. You cannot get an extension after the due date of the return, which is April 15th. So if you come right back to this form tomorrow, April the 16th, and request an extension, tough cookie. They're not going to give it to you because you didn't file it before. the filing due date. So it's very important to know that this extension is automatic. All you have to do is ask for it. So we are going to go back and we're going to look at the other information that's here and the online payment option. So you can use direct pay. You can pay with your digital wallet or with your digital assets. You can pay through your online account. So all the normal payment methods that you would use, we've discussed in a prior video, you can use all of those same methods pretty much. And you can ask for an extension when you use those payment methods. Now, if you live outside the United States, you may get an automatic extension, and it tells you use a different form when you live outside the United States. You use the form 2350, I believe. It's not listed here. But it is a different form. Here, let's go back just a little bit. And it is listed here that if you live outside the United States, you use the form 2350 right here. Form 2350 is the application for extension of time to file U.S. income tax for U.S. citizens and resident aliens abroad who expect to qualify for special tax treatment. So, if you're a United States citizen and you live outside the United States, then you can file the 2350, and let's take a look and see what that form looks like. This form is here, and you see the instructions are here. But again, because it's an extension, you can file this online free with the direct file program. When you use the guided tax software, it's important to understand that you are using the software companies that partner with the Internal Revenue Service. So when you select Explore the Guided Software, it brings you automatically to information about the partners. So you can browse all trusted partners, or you can just find a trusted partner. And we'll select the browse all trusted partners, and you see it brings you to all of the companies that provide software preparation services to IRS taxpayers absolutely free. You may consider using IRS Free File Fillable Forms. This is an application that is available until mid-October each year. The only thing you need to use this application is a 10-digit cell phone number that will accept text messages. And if you select Start Free File Fillable Form here, you will see that all of your information is purged after October 16th of every year, that the forms only perform basic calculations, and some you have to do yourself. But remember, we're going to use this just to file our extension, which is Form 4868. So if you come here to the left, you will see available forms. So when we click that and we scroll down, we will see that the form 4868 is right here. And once we sign up, we can file this form, and that's it. That's all we need. So this is a great option. You don't have to give any of your information to the software providers if you don't want to, and your information is automatically purged after October the 16th anyway. So it's a great option to use. You can also open a web browser, enter the words irs.gov/filing, and when you click enter, it will bring you to this page, and you can select extension of time to file from that, and this is where it will bring you right to the same page that we looked at before. Okay, so let's recap. If you need to request an extension of time to file your tax return, you can do that on the Form 4868. Or if you're an American living abroad, then you can do that on the Form 2350. An extension of time to file is not an extension of time to pay. So if you owe, please make sure that you make a payment today prior to midnight. If you do not file an extension of time, then you are going to be subject to what's called the failure to file penalty. That is one of the stiffest penalties that the Internal Revenue Service issues. They will be based on the amount that you owe. Also, if you need to request an extension of time to file with your state, you may have to do that separately, but you would have to pay any balance owed to your state as well. And you should look on your state website to make that determination. Now, if you live in a disaster area, then you may have a different filing deadline. Most of the time, the filing deadline is April the 15th, but yours may be longer. You can visit FEMA or the IRS.gov website, put in the search engine, disaster, and then you will see some options there that will give you the information that you need. If you found this video helpful, please like, subscribe, and hit the notification button.